Right now, we're going to head over to Oceanside to see how those El Camino Wildcats matched up against Patrick Henry. Erica Kirtides joins us in the studio and has those highlights for you tonight. How was the game, Erica?
Thank you, Rebecca. The game was amazing. It was full of ups and downs, from extremely cold weather to watching history be made. There was definitely a lot of excitement on that field. Despite a few drizzles here and there, both teams walked onto that field with the mindset of continuing onto round two. Did the Wildcats dig out their claws into the Patriots, or did they experience deja vu and add another loss to their record? Let's look to those highlights and find out. Before kickoff, I was able to get some shots of senior Chris Beauchamp warming up his arm. Going into the first quarter, Chris Beauchamp was able to hand off the ball to Justin Williams, who ran 17 yards in for a touchdown. 6-0 El Camino. Going into the second quarter, Ben Cooper was able to complete a field goal for Patrick Henry, making the score 6-3 El Camino. In this next play, Chris Beauchamp was able to pass to Corey Bogans, who ran 33 yards down the field to complete his first touchdown of the night, 13-3 El Camino. Going into halftime, the cheerleaders were able to show off their tumbling skills along with their stunting skills to pump up their fans for the second half of the game. Going into the third quarter, now this play is unique because Justin Williams is shown breaking his school record for most rush yards in his high school's history. He has over 2,000. In this next play, Chris Beauchamp passes the ball to Micah Sewell, who runs 20 yards down the field to make the score 19-3 El Camino. Going into the fourth quarter, Chris also hands off the ball again to Micah Sewell, who runs in for a touchdown, making the score 26-3 El Camino. I was able to catch up with Justin Williams after the game to talk.
It's an awesome experience and achievement. It's definitely a goal I came into the season trying to accomplish and into my high school. And I just couldn't have done it without my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and my team right here. So.
There you have it. Justin Williams will be going down in the record books at El Camino for most rush yards in a single football season. With a total of 249 yards, Williams plans to watch his numbers grow. The Wildcats are set to play San Pasqual next week, while Patrick Henry will return home and begin training for next year's season. Rebecca, back to you at the desk.
Now, Erica, we don't really get to see a lot of Patrick Henry, so how did they match up against El Camino?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't able to watch any Patrick Henry games because they do play down south, so I was excited to see how they did match up against El Camino. And as we can all see, score says it all. They demolished them, 26-3.
Thank you, Erica, and congratulations to Justin Williams. He took that all-time leading rusher with 249 yards on 30 carries, bringing his season total to 2,150 yards.
Wow, Rebecca, what a record. Justin Williams has definitely proven himself. What an electrifying player. I mean, very deserving of the title. We'll see what he does next week against Peter Kirtides in San Pasqual.